Today, we're going to be taking a look at some movie details you probably missed. In Don't Look Up 2021, just as Kate is telling her boyfriend that a comet bigger than the one that destroyed the dinosaurs is headed directly at Earth. Right at the moment, a guy wearing a dinosaur outfit is seen in the background. Wow, what a cool little detail. But a lot of people said that movie was bad. And maybe it's just because I'm a bit of a Garfield enjoyer. I like movies that maybe aren't conventionally critically acclaimed or whatever. But I thought that film was pretty decent. It wasn't great, but it was pretty decent. It's worth a watch, I think. In Thor Love and Thunder 2022, there is a cameo by Daryl, who first appeared in the Marvel short film Team 4. Cool. The most recent Marvel, phase. They call them phases, don't they? Has been atrocious. It's been absolutely atrocious. Spider-Man was good. I loved Spider-Man. The new Spider-Man was sick. But everything else has just been mid or bad. Marvel films, to be honest, aren't great to begin with. I just find them quite boring and predictable. I can go in, watch the first 15 minutes and basically predict how it's going to end. And I know people are like, oh, they're just fun movies. They're feel-good movies. I don't care. They're not that fun. But anyway, I have nothing to say about that. I just wanted to say my piece. In Return of the Jedi, the character Nien Nunb, I probably absolutely butchered that name, speaks an alien language. In reality, the actor is speaking Kikuyu. I definitely butchered that as well. A regional language from Kenya. That is interesting. Does it say what he was saying? How fucking strange must it have been when a native Kikuyu, I butchered that again, speaker watched Return of the Jedi and randomly hear their native tongue. The words he uses translates to, what are you doing over there? All of you please come here. In Titanic, Thomas Andrews could be seen carrying around a small notebook. In real life, he was constantly taking notes during the voyage. He was the ship's designer. Cool. That's pretty cool. I once went to a hotel that showed Titanic on repeat 24/7 on one of the TV channels. And because most of the other TV channels were in Turkish or something, whenever I was in the room, I just put on Titanic. During that 2-week holiday, I probably watched Titanic maybe 15, 20 times. Didn't get boring. It's a good film. I think Titanic's a really good film. In Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, Norrington is using his old wig to clean the deck of the Black Pearl. We all know Norrington. Everyone's favourite Pirates of the Caribbean character. We all know him. We all love it. I know it. I don't know it. I don't know who Norrington is, but that's a cool little Easter egg. Pirates of the Caribbean, a good film. I've only watched the first 3. I feel as though, from what I've heard, everything after that is just not really worth watching. The first 3, very good. In Thor Love and Thunder 2022, Meek's drawing depicts the whole story of the movie. I bet Meek just watched the first 15 minutes and probably just predicted it. In the Simpsons movie, in the televised version of the movie, Bart's genitals are censored by a black bar that reads European version only. In hindsight, right? I know it was just a little squiggle. It didn't actually resemble an actual cock. But it was a bit weird that was shown regardless. I remember at school when the Simpsons movie came out, everyone was like, oh, they show Bart's dick. They show his willy. You can see his willy in the film. It was a big deal. In Friday, Mrs. Parker doesn't even have a lawn and is literally just watering dirt. Only took me about 30 rewatches to finally notice. I've never seen that film, but that is funny. In Django Unchained, easy top 5 movies of all time. When Django kills Lil Raj with his own Colt revolver, there are only 5 shots in the gun, despite it being able to fit 6. This is because it was common practice to have the hammer resting on an empty cylinder, thus removing the risk of an accidental discharge. Well, that's smart, and it's a little bit trivia. It just shows how in-depth the team working on that film looked into this sort of stuff. And that film is so good. That film's so good. In Zafura, banger! What a banger. The Zorgon spaceship has victory markings showing how many houses it has destroyed. Nice. On my car, I do a similar thing. For every old lady I've ran over, I had a racing stripe to it. Car's covered in them at the moment. In Top Gun Maverick, best film released in 2022, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, what about Everything Everywhere All at Once? Everything Everywhere All at Once was a great film. But Top Gun Maverick, I'm sorry. Top Gun Maverick just beats it. The coordinates for the airbase in the unnamed enemy country actually correspond with Point Nemo, the furthest point in the ocean from land. When I first saw Nemo, I thought it was going to be something about Finding Nemo. I got excited there. It's actually just the most boring part in the ocean. Huh. In Halloween H20 20 years later, there are too many fucking Halloween films. I watched the first Halloween film and I was like, you know what, maybe they can make 1 or 2 after that. They've made 10, if not more. What else could you possibly have to say? Anyway, when Laurie wakes up from her nightmare, she has a scar on her arm for when Michael attacked her 20 years in the original Halloween. Oh. sick. Like, they're all right. Like, I've only seen the first, like, original one. It was all right, but it didn't need, like, fucking 20 follow-ups. In Abominable, 3 kids help a Yeti return to his home on Mount Everest. One of the kids, Jin, is voiced by Tenzing Norgay Trainer. He is the grandson of Tenzing Norgay, who, along with Sir Edmund Hillary, is credited as being the first person to reach the summit of Mount Everest in 1953. That's pretty cool. Was it just coincidence, or did they handpick him because of that reason? Either way, cool. In Lightyear, the inscription on Derek's outer panel is from Vasquez Armor in Aliens 1986. I've seen neither of them films. In Jaws, Mayor Vaughn puffs on a fake cigarette in the opening scenes as tensions heighten. He resorts to the real thing. Oh no, you should not smoke cigarettes. Even when there's stressful situations, you should not resort to smoking cigarettes. They're bad. Seriously though, don't smoke cigarettes. They're just cringe. Or vape. Vaping's cringe. Like, unless you're doing it to get off cigarettes, don't vape like them shitty elf bars. Awful. Awful. In Toy Story 3, the town of Emeryville, California, where the State University letter was sent, is the same town where Pixar Animation Studios is headquartered. Fun. I like Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 was good. Toy Story 4, however, did not need to be made, and I will stand by that till the day I die. In Lightyear, scream canisters from Monsters Inc. are visible in the background. Why though? Why though? I know there's like this whole like Pixar theory where all the movies collided or whatever. There's no logical reason why Buzz Lightyear would have a scream canister. These sorts of things, they have to make sense. Actually, unless he was powering his ship with screams. Okay, that does make sense. That does make sense. I mean, I haven't seen Lightyear, so I don't know what you use them for. In Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick rules. During the church scene, the father of Holly Hills is played by Jeff Kinney, the creator of the book series. What? Where is he? Who's Holly Hills? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see him on TikTok, I think. In Rogue One 2016, K2SO slap of Cassian Andor was improvised by Alan Tudyk. Definitely butchered that. And Diego Luna. You can see Luna cover his face to hide a smile as Tudyk improvises the subsequent threat, and there's a fresh one if you mouth off again. How the fuck did they what, is that a costume? How skinny is he? Wow. There's no way that's a costume. Did he actually slap him with like an actual robot? What happened there? In Robots 2005, when Rodney's boss fires him, scolded him, and insulted both his father and him, Rodney's temperature gauge goes up with the meter hand going right when he's mad at his boss for his words. This is a nice touch. When people get angry, our bodies are heated up. I didn't know like the human body actually like heated up when I thought that was just like you kind of felt like hot. But that's a cool little interesting fact. And also a cool little interesting fact about the film Robots, which I haven't seen since 2005. Cher's report card in Clueless, she wouldn't dissect a frog. Where's that? What she got? I mean, you can't mark someone down for that. Like I remember in school once we dissected a kidney, an eyeball, and a heart. I couldn't finish doing the heart because I put my finger in one of the whole bits and I was like, ugh. I couldn't do it. So I had to like leave and go to the water fountain and like sit down by a wall. What film is Clueless? I feel as though I've seen it because like at one point I had a girlfriend that made me watch all these sorts of films and they all kind of just merge into one, like this, the one with Heath Ledger in it. What is it? Everything I Hate About It, something like that. They all kind of merge into one. Oh yeah, I remember. Is it the one about the lawyer's daughter? Is that what it is? Or is that Legally Blonde? I think it might be that. I'm not sure. They're all basically the same. Doesn't matter either way. But anyway guys, we're going to leave it there for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in a bit. Bye.